Welcome back to Don't Make Me Tap Again. I am Angie Grant, and I'm your host here for this podcast where we are using EFT or tapping, as some people like to call it, to really work through parenting struggles. And so today I want to talk about unconditional love because as parents, we of course think that we love our kids unconditionally, right? I mean, what parent is out there, on social media saying like, I don't unconditionally love my kids. I have so many conditions around it. We, yes, of course, there's part of us that does love our kids unconditionally, and yet we place conditions on the way that we show up for them. When our kids are misbehaving, when our kids are perhaps not acting in a way that we want them to, we sometimes withhold our love. And it creates this space where we show our kids more love, more affection when they're behaving in a way that fits our needs, that fits our expectations of them. Even when we know these concepts, right? Like I still do it. I still am doing this dance of unconditional love for my kids, even though my mama heart loves them to death. But when push comes to shove and my kids are behaving in ways that don't match my expectations or that drive me nuts, it's hard. It's really hard. And so today it's October 20th, we're going through an energy. It's called Gate 50. And Gate 50 is here to teach us the lesson about unconditional love, about being willing to openly give and receive love in an unconditional way, which is I think you're going to experience over the next few days, whether or not this gate is highlighted in your chart. It doesn't have to be. That's the whole point. When we're going through these energies as part of our energetic weather, that you don't have to have it highlighted in your chart because the movement of the celestial bodies does it for you. So I imagine over the next couple of days that you're going to be posed with challenges where perhaps you're not sure how to either love yourself unconditionally, no matter what's going on. Maybe your genes don't fit the way you want them to, or your body is, feeling pain that you don't want it to, or maybe your mind is so scattered that you're struggling to love yourself unconditionally. Or I imagine that perhaps you might feel that unconditional love from your kids or from your partner. I know over the weekend, this was something that I was struggling with, something that I ended up using EFT on, that I was feeling this weird energy of feeling unloved. I don't know why. Nobody was doing anything. It was just the energy that I was picking up on. That's how this works. And it's not a problem though. And that's what I want to highlight is that as we're going through these different energies, I'm not highlighting for you, here are the problems you're going to deal with. It's that increased awareness that this is something that we're going to be going through anyways, whether or not you want to. And so it gives us answers or an awareness about, oh, nothing's gone wrong. I'm not broken. This is just an energy that I'm experiencing that I'm meant to learn from. I'm not meant to struggle through it. I'm not meant to be defeated through it. I'm meant to learn from it. And so that's what I want to share with you today is that this concept that we're learning through Gate 50 is all about that unconditional love. And also, people will oftentimes call the channel the 50-27 channel. So the 50 is in our spleen or our survival instinct center. And when energy is fully flowing through, it connects to gate 27, which is in our sacral. And oftentimes people will call this channel the mama bear channel. So it comes with it this fierce energy to fight for justice. Oftentimes, our sacral is the center for life and workforce energy. So the sacral gives us energy to not only work and do work that we love, but the sacral also gives us energy to make babies, take care of babies, endure through pregnancy, all of the things. And so when we take that energy, our survival instincts energy, and we connect it up with our sacral, it brings this like fierce mama bear energy that when we are tapping into it, we can be amazing advocates for our kids when things are hard. And when perhaps we're on a lower frequency, maybe we use that fierce energy against our kids or not fighting for the right things for our kids. And that spleen center, that survival instinct center is all about the right timing too. So for today's tapping session, I really want to take into account that concept of loving ourselves enough to take care of ourselves so that we can use our energy for the good to be a great mama bear for our kids or daddy bear, whoever, whichever. But to take that concept that in order for me to be a steward of my energy, I have to take care of myself first. That has to happen first. So here's what I'd like to do is, I'm thinking that I'd like to tap on, even though I sometimes struggle to love myself unconditionally. I want to start there because if I'm being honest, when it comes to parenting, it's oftentimes our own self-care that gets in our way of showing up for our kids. When we have that energy to be a mama bear and we're in a high frequency, it's easy peasy. But when we are depleted and we don't see our self-care as a priority, then we're snippy with our kids or we lash out at the special education teacher or whoever it might be, right? So that's what we're going to tap on today. I'm going to keep it short and simple. And so here we go. So all you have to do is follow along with my tapping, and hopefully you feel a little bit more peaceful after we go through this sequence. So here we go. Even though I sometimes struggle with freely giving and receiving love without conditions, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I sometimes struggle with giving and receiving love freely without any conditions, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I sometimes struggle with giving and receiving love freely without any conditions, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Stop tapping, take a deep breath. All right, let's tap on the top of the head. I struggle with unconditional love. Inside the eyebrow. I struggle to love myself unconditionally. On the temple. I struggle to love myself unconditionally. Under the eye. I struggle to put myself first. Under the nose. I don't deserve as much love as my kids do. On the chin. I struggle to love myself unconditionally. On the collarbone. It can be hard to give and receive love for myself. And then under the arm, right under your armpit, I struggle to love myself unconditionally. And then take another deep breath. I encourage you to check in with yourself. When you think about how you were feeling about your own self-love, about putting yourself first, really check in and see, are you feeling more peaceful with that? Are you finding ways, maybe ideas came to you as we were going through that tapping sequence where maybe you have pushed your own needs to the back burner? Today, I really encourage you to, as you go through that tapping sequence, go through it as many times as you need to, but really, really notice things that are showing up in your awareness field that are telling you you need to put yourself first. It might be a physical pain that shows up, or maybe there's a snag in your schedule that might cause you frustration, but take that as an opportunity to say, wow, thank you, universe, for giving me space to put myself first. Because at the end of the day, being a martyr for our kids, putting ourselves first, we're going to deplete ourselves. Even if you're a generator type with tons of energy, you're going to deplete yourself or create a space of resentment for all that you're giving to your family, to your loved ones, and feeling like you're not getting anything back. But here's the secret. Nobody else is on this planet to give to you. Of course, we want to create space where we can receive love from others, but we must love ourselves first. That's the pure energy of the gate 50 and that beautiful mama bear energy that comes with it. So if you are curious about setting up a personalized EFT session for you to really tap through where you're stuck, that's what I do. I love helping people to use this beautiful tool that I was gifted and to help them really change the trajectory of their life, to start writing a new story. So I'll have all the details in the show notes where you can book a one-on-one session. I do them all virtually, so it doesn't really matter where you live. Anyways, I can't wait to connect, and I wish you amazing energy with your mama bear energy today. All right, take care.